Wow, thank you, Chippewa Valley, for tuning in. We actually know that we might even be across the nation. We're partnering with sister missions across the United States to bring awareness to our unhoused population, our folks that might come to our doors at Hope Gospel Mission, someone who might be struggling with feeling lost and broken, feeling hopeless. We're having conversations on the bench, and I have a special lady sitting here with me. Rachael is a team member of mine, and she works inside of Hope Gospel Mission. Rachael has a very special, tender, in the trenches position. And so, Rachael, welcome. We're so glad that you took some time to come on down here.
Thank you for
We
having
appreciate
me.
you probably more than you can even imagine. Not just for this moment, for all the moments that you've said yes and that you've given to folks that are hurting. We really appreciate you. And so I know not only Hope Gospel Mission appreciates you, but the family members of the folks that you're actually in the trenches with, they don't even know how much you have done. And so I thank you so much for that. And so, Rachael, tell us a little bit about like what you do inside the mission, in the trenches with our folks, and then why you're sitting here on the bench today.
Yeah, so I am one of the case managers in our long-term program, and I have the privilege and the honor of working alongside the men and women and the single moms that come to us. And I just get to know them, and I get to know their strengths and the beauty behind the struggles that maybe they've faced. And it's I think I learn just as much from them as maybe they feel like they learn from us. And so I consider myself blessed every day to get to know the people that walk through our door. And felt a strange tug on my heart to come today, which is a little out of character. So I knew that wasn't me, wasn't my idea.
Yeah.
Felt like I would just.
Well, I just have to piggyback on what you just said just a second ago. We actually had one of our new donors come down.
Oh, cool.
I actually got shivers because you said that, because he said that when you feel that tug and you don't answer, you're not really in obedience, but they give us far more than what we can give them because of our yes, but because they need us more than we can even wrap our arms and our head and our minds around it. But I think that's the beautiful part about serving, is because you think most people think, oh, I'm just serving, I'm giving, but we get so much back, so much back. And so it's really an honor and a privilege to be able to journey with the folks that come to our door. And some of the big things that are happening now that the Haven House and the Day Resource is happening, that's actually going to give us an opportunity to serve more people intentionally up inside of our doors, whether they pick an emergency stay, a short stay, whether they pick a long-term program. We want whatever the Lord has for them each and every day that they enter our doors. And one of our sweethearts that actually does a street ministry down by the tents and the tarps and all those areas down there, she said they just want to know that somebody's listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what you do well. I know you do. And then that's why you're in that position that you're in. You're not there just to say, well, we're going to do this and this is going to be your solution and you're good.
Yeah.
It's how do we meet them right where they're at so they can learn to become who they were created to be. And when you look at it that way, I mean, that's a kingdom principle aspect, right? And so you can't really go wrong knowing that you're trying to be in the Lord's will for their journey, because everybody is unique and individual. No, it's not a cookie cutter personality. Exactly. And Hope is learning so many things along the way that's not a cookie cutter program.
Yeah.
Right? And you grow and you ebb and you flow and you try to learn who you're becoming. At the same time, you're trying to teach them who they're becoming.
Exactly.
And then I think it's even more organic and beautiful. But what is some of your favorite things about working with our residents?
I think, like I said, just getting to know their strengths. Oftentimes, it might feel like there's such a divide between like a helper and a helpee, but really just being able to work in partnership with people and understand, like, I was maybe one decision away from finding myself in a situation that I wouldn't have been able to come out of on my own. And so to know that we're actually very similar, and I like seeing kind of the expressions on the clients' faces, and maybe sometimes my coworkers, when they're like, yeah, like we're not all that different, and we all go through seasons where we need help, but that doesn't mean that we don't have something to offer. And so being able to witness how residents and the clients and the people that we serve, and sometimes even each other, step into the gifts that God's given them.
Yeah.
That they maybe we maybe don't realize they have. I know that's happened to me quite
Yeah.
a few times at Hope, that I've been
Yeah.
called into things that I didn't know that I could do. And
Yeah.
so just being able to treat people with the value that they inherently have,
Right.
just because they were created.
And because we're their model too, whether we
Yeah.
realize it or not. They need to know that we're coachable and teachable.
Mm-hmm.
We want them to be coachable and
Yeah.
teachable, but some of their traumas have caused them to have that line in the sand where they're like, I got this. And we know none of us have it, right? So we all need each other. And so that's a beautiful thing that we get to show the precious ones that we serve. And so we're super, super grateful for that. We're grateful for your yes. We're grateful for this opportunity to have a conversation on the bench with you. You're kind of a rock star, and we really, really appreciate everything that you represent about giving people a brand new beginning. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
tuning
me.
in, folks. We'll be right back.